Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share a story I titled Broken Vows. Sit comfortable and listen to this amazing story. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Like, subscribe for more. Emmy had always been the picture of devout grace in Willow Creek Community Church. At 32, she was the wife of Pastor Daniel, a gentleman whose sermons on love, forgiveness, and mutual submission in marriage drew crowds every Sunday. Their life together was a quiet testament to their shared faith. Morning Bible studies, evening walks hand in hand, and a home filled with laughter from our two young children.
It's our family.
Emmy volunteered at the church's women's ministry. She taught the women about strength, dignity, and faith. Emmy, a pastor's wife, teaches women in church strength, building her household. As women of faith, we must build our homes on the foundation of wisdom. The virtuous woman builds her household with wisdom and strength. Sisters, let's build our homes on the foundation of faith. She believed in equality before God, but her feminism was the soft kind, woven into her Christianity like threads in a tapestry. Her best friend, Lisa, was the spark that lit the fuse. Lisa had been Emmy's confidant since college. Lisa was a fellow Christian who attended the same church but lived a more worldly life.
Emmy, I miss this. Me too.
Married to Mark, a successful accountant, Lisa's union was enviably stable, date nights, shared finances, and no major conflicts. But Lisa had a secret hobby, a local feminist book club that met in a cozy downtown cafe. It's not anti-men or anti-God, Lisa assured Emmy one afternoon over coffee.
It's not anti-men or anti-God.
She said. It's about empowering women to claim their voices. You'll love it. It's full of smart, faithful women discussing how feminism and faith can coexist. Emmy hesitated at first. Daniel had always encouraged her growth, but he gently reminded her of Ephesians 5. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord. Still, curiosity won out. She attended her first meeting, drawn in by the group's warm welcome and the books they dissected. Titles, like Jesus Feminist and Half the Church, which argued that patriarchy had twisted scripture to silence women. The discussions were electric, stories of women reclaiming leadership in churches, challenging unequal household roles, and rejecting the idea that a wife's duty was blind obedience. Emma felt seen, alive in a way she hadn't since her college days. Lisa was there every week, nodding enthusiastically, quoting bell hooks and Sarah Bessie with fervor. But when Emmy probed deeper, Lisa brushed it off. Why rock the boat? In truth, Lisa applied none of it at home. She still cooked Mark's favorite meals, deferred to him on big decisions, and laughed off the group's rants about. The club was her escape, a place to feel radical without upending her comfortable life. For Emmy, it was different. The ideas seeped into her soul like ink on parchment. She began questioning everything. Why did Daniel lead their family devotions without asking her input? Why did the church elders dismiss her suggestions for a women's leadership retreat? At home, small fissures appeared. She stopped serving Daniel's coffee in bed, insisting he make his own. Daniel listened patiently, suggesting they pray about it together, but Emmy saw his calm as condescension, a pastor's way of mansplaining faith. The group fueled her fire. They shared stories of women leaving oppressive marriages, celebrating divorce as liberation. God doesn't want you chained, one member whispered during a late-night text chain. Emmy's doubts crystallized into resentment. She accused Daniel of emotional neglect, of prioritizing his flock over her dreams. You're a good man, she told him one stormy evening. But this marriage is holding me back from who God made me to be. Daniel, heartbroken, offered counseling.
More shared responsibilities, anything to mend the rift.
But Emmy, emboldened by the group's cheers in her private messages, filed for divorce. The papers cited irreconcilable differences, but in her heart, it was a declaration of independence. The fallout was swift and shattering. The church community whispered in pews, torn between supporting their pastor and Emma's bold stand. Daniel, ever the shepherd, forgave publicly but privately grieved the family torn apart. The children shuttled between homes, confused by the sudden shift. Emmy moved into a small apartment, joining the group for celebratory brunches, but the victory felt hollow. Her faith wavered. The Bible verses that once comforted now mocked her. Lisa, meanwhile, remained untouched. She attended the meetings faithfully, even inviting new members. But her marriage hummed along unchanged. When Emmy confronted her one tearful afternoon, "Why didn't you warn me? You never even tried this in your own life," Lisa shrugged. "It works for some, Em. For me, it's just inspiration. Happiness looks different for everyone." Emmy's quest for empowerment had dismantled the very foundation she cherished.
You knew the consequences, yet you persisted.
She stood alone in her liberated life, wondering if the voices in the group had amplified her freedom or merely echoed her unraveling. And Daniel, the good pastor, preached on redemption to an emptier congregation, his heart a quiet altar of unspoken loss. Thank you for watching, my friends. See you on the next episode. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I post the next episode. Thank you. I appreciate your support.